some of these YouTubes have been getting 300, 400, 500 hits. I'm quite pleased about. There might just be two of us, three of us here. It seems to be going quite wide elsewhere. So let's just begin in our usual way. It's just a loose, gentle, short warm-up. And then today, I feel like a sitting meditation. I've still got a bit of a head cold, and so I'm just going to curl up on the couch and we'll do a sitting meditation together. Keep the knees loose and unlocked. Keep the back nice and straight. Gently drawing your focus to the belly, just to really come inside. All the tone just comes from deep in the core of you. Forget about the external form, just think deep into the belly. What does lower dantian look like? I think how you visualize it and how you feel it is a very personal affair. I sometimes say to people, perhaps it's like an ember burning deep inside. Perhaps it's like a little marble, those marbles that have all the beautiful sort of flower shapes inside them that we used to play with as children. Who knows, perhaps it's like a bowling ball, perhaps it's huge, a huge space that fills the entirety of your belly. And perhaps it starts out small when you first begin and then grows and grows. Can you see it with your mind's eye? My teaching partner, Caroline, used to say, she said, it's not see and it's not feel. So she made up a word, sfeel, which included both seeing and feeling. Can you feel your way down to lower dantian? Teacher Lou often talks about feeling the warmth deep inside your belly. For me, it feels more like fullness inside my belly. It feels like a space that's well occupied, a satisfying space well occupied. So mind stays in lower dantian. Lower dantian gently rotates from side to side. As lower dantian moves, it moves your spine. Your spine moves your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. As lower dantian moves, it gently rocks your hips from side to side. Your hips, your knees, even your ankles move a little bit. And we can just slow down and open up a little bit and just try and get the neck to move as well. So we can gently stretch out the neck as well. Softly looking back over your shoulder. Okay, just a few more long opening turns. And we'll just let everything drift softly and quietly and gently to a stop. Gather chi, lift chi up. Gently pour the energy down through your body. Move the chi, draw the chi. Focus the chi deep into your belly. Let's gather and lift up. Pour down. Lift chi up. And pour chi down. Draw the chi from your head. Move the chi deep into your chest. Locate the chi deep inside your belly. Just hold it there for a moment. And then we relax the hands and the chi just pours on down. Okay, let's do some forward and back bends. Just lift the hands up into the blue sky, stretch up. And then we'll just drift backwards from the hips. Your knees can go gently forwards, your hips go gently forwards. You can lean back, up, and gently back, up, and gently back, up, and gently back. Stretching up, and gently back. Stretch up into the blue sky, over with the arms and ears, arching the upper back, middle back, lower back. Body gently hangs and relaxes. Just body hanging, gently relaxing. Back of the neck is soft. Knees can be bent and relaxed. Okay, extend softly to your toes. And then release gently towards the roots of your toes. And release. Working back towards your insteps. And release. Working back towards your heels. Good. Body hangs and relaxes. Lift the tailbone up behind, push the tailbone to the front, spine gently rolls up, arms and ears gently roll up, stretching up into the blue sky, stretch up, releasing knees and hips forward, you lean back, up, and gently back, up, and gently back, up, and gently back, up, and back. Okay, stretch up into the blue sky. Okay, tip over the head, the arms, the ears. Roll into the upper back, middle back, lower back. Let the body hang and relax and settle. Back of the neck soft and relaxed. Head gently towards your toes. And release. In line with the roots of your toes. And release. Toward your insteps. And release. Back towards your heels. Great, the body hangs and relaxes. We lift the tailbone up behind, push tailbone to the front, start to roll the spine up, bring up the head and the arms and the ears. Let's stretch ourselves up into the blue sky, stretch up, stretch up. Then again, let the knees and hips drift forward. You can lean back, up, gently back, up, back, up, and gently back. Okay, let's just do the next forward bends with our legs straight if we can. So straighten your legs up, head, arms, and ears tip over, roll into the upper back, middle back, lower back, and keep the legs straight if you can, just to get a little extra hamstring stretch. Soften the back of the neck. Extend gently towards the toes. And release. Roots of our toes. And release. In steps. And release. Heels. And release. Body hangs and relaxes. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push tailbone to the front. Roll the spine up. Head, arms, and ears come up as one. And we stretch up into the blue sky. Okay, good. So let's go again. Let the knees and the hips drift forwards, and you can gently lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Up. And gently back. Great. Hands up in the blue sky. Head, arms, and ears tip over. Down we go for the last time, keeping the legs straight, drifting down. Body relaxes, head relaxes, neck relaxes. Softening down towards the toes, gentle exhale. Release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. Toward our insteps. Release. Toward our heels. And then relax and let the body hang. So lift the tailbone up behind one more time. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Spine builds up. Head, arms, and ears come up. And we stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, up into the blue sky. You can just gently release knees and hips forward, leaning back and opening the front of the body. Up, gently back and opening. And up, back, and up, back, stretching up. Let's just let the hands down the sides of the body. They can just drift down. We'll gather some chi. Hands in the earth, lift. Gently pull. Gathering chi. Pouring chi. Can you draw the chi all the way down, deep into your belly, really focusing it to the center of you, deep into the core of you, relaxing and allowing the chi to flow back on down. Gathering, lift up. Pouring down. Drawing down. Focusing down. Right into the very core of our bellies. And then we'll just do our side bends to finish off with. So drift the hands up into the blue sky. Both hands can come up. Stretch up. And then we'll just let the left hand down. Let the right hand go over and stretch over. Lift the right hand up into the blue sky. And then stretch over again. Right up. And over. Stretch up. And over. Okay, so we bring both hands up into the blue sky. Now bring the right one down. And over to the right. And up. Stretch over to the right. And up. Just feel your hip knocking out to the left as you stretch to the right. And up. Stretch right. And bring both hands up. Left hand goes down, stretch over to the left and push your right hip out to the right and up. Pushing the right hip out and stretching left, up. Stretch left, up. Stretch left. Bring both hands up. Okay, so right hand goes down. Left hip goes out, left arm goes across to the right and up. Right and up. Push the hip out. Right and up. Last time. Right. Bring both hands up into the blue sky. Let the hands drift down. And we'll just gather chi one more time. Lift and gather. And gently pull. Gently gathering. And pouring. Lift chi up. Pour chi down. Draw the chi deep into your belly. Hands can settle on the belly if you wish. Knees bent back nice and straight. Lifting Hoi Yin between your legs, just closing at the perineum. Just settling deep into the core of our bodies. Just feeling our feet connected down into the earth. Earth chi flowing up into your body. Feeling the chi from the heavens pouring down. Connecting deep into lower dantian. Energy from the earth surges up, energy from the heavens pours down, meets behind your hands deep in lower dantian, becomes abundant. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Let the whole body relax and let your mind gently expand. We'll just stand for a few more moments in this humble posture. With a quiet mind. When you start to soften and relax in this way, it's no longer obvious what's inside and what's outside. You just gently start to merge with the world around you. You stay quiet inside, quiet outside. They often translate this phrase, the 8 phrases, as respectful inside, respectful outside. And something in that, respecting our bodies, listening to them, scanning through them, seeing what might need a bit of healing today. See where your mind is first drawn to. What do you need to work with today? Of course, it might be just as simple as flooding the whole body with chi. But maybe you wish to be very specific. Feel through your body. Whole body relaxed. Mind gently expanding through the body, expanding into the space around you, expanding into the blue sky chi all around, able to gather blue sky chi into our lives. Blue sky chi penetrates every cell. When we get into this beautiful chi space, we connect in the chi field. I connect with you, you connect with me. But we connect with all the other people who watch this video. We say, no time, no space. We'll connect with all the other people who are doing Shneng Qigong at this moment across the globe. Millions of people. But again, no time, no space. Just connected in the chi field with all of these chi people. Connected with the teachers, connected with Dr. Pang. This vast healing chi field. Across time, across space. This chi field is a library of good information. Whatever you need, the information is there. Somebody has that information for you. You connect to this chi field and can find the information that you need to heal yourself today. But it's even more brilliant than that, because you're giving your healing information into the chi field as well, that somebody else might need. Connected at this deep, deep family level. You can never be lonely in the chi field. Always connected with our family. Okay, perhaps you can take up a sitting posture and we'll continue. I'm just going to move my camera. Excuse me just for a moment. So we draw ourselves to our center. Let the mind inhabit the body for a little while. The mind seems to live in the head. But now we can just be in our body for a little bit. Just enjoy the sensation of your body. So what actually is mind? our mind just a series of ideas, pictures, attitudes, emotions gathered through our life. If the scientists are believed to be believed, all of these things are quite badly filed, scattered all over our brain, connected. Seems to work. I think that's why our dreams seem to be so odd and fragmented. All of these pictures, all of these patterns, all of these ideas, all of these subroutines make up our mind. So how would it be if you were just to put down all of the things you've learned from your mother and your father? Just to set them aside for a moment, not to engage with them. How would it be if you set aside the ideas from your grandparents, from your uncles and aunties? Set aside the idea from your teachers, from religion. If we just stopped using the patterns given to us by our society and just let them fall away, how would it be if we just allowed our connection to our children or young people just to let that go? Just to let go of the connection with colleagues, workplace, just to let go of the connection with friends, acquaintances. How would it be if we just let all of these things go? Let them fall by the wayside, just for a few moments. What would it be like to be without these attitudes? What would it be like to be without these triggers and emotions? What would be left of you? I think maybe the answer is nothing. Perhaps the answer is everything. Perhaps when we set aside all of these pictures that are piled up on top of each other, these reference books that make up you, perhaps when we set them all aside, all that is left is our true self. What would it be like to feel the unity consciousness rather than all these dualities? Just for a moment, allow yourself to imagine that you are merging with the rocks and the trees and the birds, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, merging with nature. from the moss on a rock to the most mighty tree. Tiny animals and insects, vast animals like elephants, giraffes, connected. Connected to the minerals of the earth, the crystals. Connected at a deep, deep level to everything in nature. No longer bound by our societal norms. No longer held by the people who control us. All of that is set aside. Now we just bathe in nature. Imagine some beautiful trees. Imagine some beautiful grass. Some dappled sunlight. Imagine sitting in a safe place, totally connected with all there is. Sound of water. Birds, bees. A soft summer's afternoon. You gently dissolve back into nature, not a care in the world. Think about how this state feels in your body. If you can truly soften and relax back into this natural state and really, really feel connected deeply, then surely this is where we bring our healing from. If we assume that 95% of all illness comes from our connections to other people, comes from our family, comes from our work, comes from the stress in our lives, creating inflammation in our body, then we let all of those stresses go. We sink into this nature place, and surely our body starts to heal. It must do. All of the problems removed, and now your body can start to heal. Well, we know that when we relax, when we meditate, that the autonomic nervous system flips over from sympathetic into parasympathetic. And what happens there is that there is only two settings for your nervous system: go and stop. Go and clean. Our cells, either they're producing energy or they're gently repairing and cleaning. So when we settle into this mode here, our mind is still, our mind is deep inside our body. We've allowed to let go all of the things that make you, you. Let go of all of the constructs that we've gathered, all the stories we've told ourselves, all the people and things that we've drawn to us. We let go. Our mind is soft and relaxed. Our body is easy and open. whole body relaxes. And when this occurs, our cells move into this wonderful healing mode. This is where a cell looks at the rubbish it's gathered, starts to clean it up. Not required for work, it does maintenance. So we sit quietly and our body starts to heal. Sitting quietly with our mind in neutral, blood and chi flowing well through the body, the healing process kicks in. We've just allowed all of the worries and problems disappear into the background. Just taken our minds away. Just quietened our minds sufficiently. All that's left is this unity consciousness, at one with all there is, connected and rooted deep into nature. On the physical side, we've taken all the stories away. We've taken all the repetitive comments and criticisms in our head away. We've set down all of the things that trigger our problems. And the body naturally drops into healing mode. Cleansing, cleaning, healing. So let's just sit for a few minutes like this and just be quiet and stay steady. keeping the mind steady, deep inside. And if the mind wanders, you just draw it back and gently begin again. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of La Chi now. Let's draw our minds to a simple task. We're just going to have a single focus. Just thinking about something or somewhere in your body and your life where you would like to bring about a little bit of change. So that might mean you choose to work with a person in your life who makes things a bit more difficult, perhaps, where things don't flow quite as well. Perhaps you choose something within your own life, a challenge of an illness, a pattern that always marks you out, something you always do and cannot get over. Perhaps in this healing session, you might think about someone from your past. Someone could be long gone, but someone who was problematic then and has somehow scarred your life all the way through. So it could be someone past or present, something in you, part of this patterning that I was talking about earlier. We just use the simple technique of La Chi to gently dissolve those problems, to change our reality. So if we think about a person, it's not possible for you to physically change that person. That person will only change if they decide to make that change. You cannot force it to happen. The only option we have is to work energetically with our connection to that person. So let's change the way we relate to them, or change the way we relate to ourselves. Whichever seems right for you today, then that'll be right. The next thing to do is to picture who or how to make this work. You need a little shorthand of some sort. Perhaps you can just see the picture of the person's face in your mind's eye. Perhaps you know your habit and you can make up a little logo or emoji for your own habit. Whatever way you choose to think about this, we're just going to draw our hands open, and as we do so, we're gently going to dissolve the problem. So just bring the hands up in front of the belly, gently draw them apart, and imagine this connection or this problem gently dissolving. When we start to bring our hands together again, heal the relationship. Draw the hands together. Bring them back and bring back good chi into your life. Just pause for a moment then. How do you visualize this change? How do you visualize what's occurred? If there's something from your past that was really difficult, an event, a moment, an accident, a death, some problem, how can you change that? You can change the idea energetically. Perhaps rather than thinking of it as being a disaster in your life, imagine just pure sunshine permeating all of the problem area. Imagine the person you were working with smiling, forgiving, happy, and you the same. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter, because we change the way we think about things and our brain responds to that. So let's just work with this idea. What about your pattern? Perhaps when you change it, you see something change in your life. Yourself being happier, yourself being calmer, yourself being more relaxed. So let's think of how to visualize this idea. And let's think of how to visualize a great result. When we open our hands to let the idea dissolve, we say Kai. Kai is open in Chinese, but it's also let go in Chinese. It's expand. It's got all these ideas. When we bring our hands together, we say Her. Her is close, but it's also draw back. It's also gather in. So all of these ideas are packed into her. We'll just do a little bit of La Chi for a while. You could either say it out loud if you wish, or say it quietly in your head, or just listen to me. No right, no wrong. Kai is open. Her is closed. expand, open out, create space. Draws this healing chi back into your body. Perhaps her reforms new patterns, brings something new to you, changes and adapts what you have. Ah. Kai allows space to open. Kai allows things to flow. Pressure to be released. Bring back. Bring back parts of you that you may have lost. So very often in traumatic situations, we feel like part of our soul has been lost. Why don't you bring back missing parts of you using to allow us to expand out into the universe with Kai. And then gather and retrieve parts of your life that you'd lost. Feel that it's possible to reintegrate pieces of you that were set asunder. Gosh, that's very kind of old biblical language, isn't it? Parts of you that were lost in some way, shape, or form. Now brought back to rebuild you as whole. Kai lets us expand. Kai lets us open. Kai lets us become one with everything. This is our unity moment where we literally become one with the entirety of the universe. Her draws us back into our duality, draws us back into our bodies, brings us back to our physicality, brings us back to this world. Open and expand and become one with the universe. Open and expand and become one with all there is. When you come back to re-inhabit this body, bring back all the healing that's required. Bring back the blueprints for perfect healing. Repopulate your DNA with healthy strands of DNA. Repopulate your cells with everything that's required. Repopulate your mind with healthy stories. Healthy stories that feed your body new information. Healthy stories such as, it's easy for me to heal myself. It's easy for me to bring about change. It's easy for me to create a new life. All of it is easy. All the barriers have dissolved. All the possibilities waiting. Keep your mind open. Keep your heart open. Mind and heart. Open, open, open. Our entire universe is love. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open your life. Live, love, trust, happiness, enjoyment, fulfillment. Gather it all into your life now. We can gather chi, just stretching the hands out in front of us and drawing back all of these things back towards our belly, gathering in all of these things into our lives and holding them deep in lower dantian. Deep in lower dantian. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well through your body. This hour has seen us change and heal dramatically. Sometimes the physicality takes a little while to catch up, and that's fine. We've set it in motion. We've set the healing going. The energetic is changing. The physical will soon change. Trust that we're moving forward, maybe only millimeter by millimeter, but forward it is. Everything is improving, degree by degree. Gently trust the process. Gently walk the path. We're together as a chi family. I hold your chi hand. You hold mine. We walk together. So let's bring ourselves towards a closing then. Let's gently gather chi by circling hands around the belly. It's always a nice way just to bring us back into the center, bring us back in, hold all the chi deep in lower dantian, bank it deep inside. And then we take 3 turns in the opposite direction, just brings us back into our physicality, brings us back into our bodies. Just brings us back into this moment, into this place, into this physicality. We've been straying so far out into the universe to collect missing pieces of us. Now we're back here, integrated, whole, everything working well, all the physicality of your body coming back to perfect working order, all the patterns downsized, put into place, reorganized, understood for what they are. Let's just lift some chi up and pour it down. So gather your hands out to the side and lift up and gather some chi above your head and then gently pour it down into your belly. Holding the chi, gathering the chi, drawing the chi back into lower dantian. As you sit here, you can just feel your wei qi layer, this beautiful layer of qi around your body. Keeps you safe, protected. Your qi body, a meter above, below, left, right, front, back, this lovely bubble of qi protects you, but it also connects you to the outside world. See yourself as this beautiful being of qi, every cell in your body working well, all functions of your body returning to perfect working order. All functions of your body are normal. All functions normal. Put a big smile on your face. Slowly open your eyes. Let's just gently release our hands. Let's just gently move the body a little bit. Whatever needs to be moved, if you need to sort of stretch out, do so. And then we're going to say Howla together. So we're just going to do our little entirety hand salute first. Bring your hands up and salute. Thank you very much for being here. It's been really nice to have you. I'll put all this onto YouTube as per usual, and you could perhaps spread it around the family and let everybody have a go at doing this little meditation with us. Otherwise, if you unmute yourselves, then you're going to be on camera potentially, but otherwise we can still all say Howla together. So hands up in the air. 1, 2. Howla. 1, 2. Howla. And last time. 1, 2. Howla. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Good to see you. Bye.